The Eagles have crushed bad teams. Now they're getting their biggest test of the season. The Philadelphia Eagles, by record and by appearance, have been the best team in the NFL this season. They are 10-1, and in the entirety of November no opponent came within 3 touchdowns of them. But we may not know how good they are yet, and the next 2 weeks will provide the fullest reveal of their capacity. The juggernaut Eagles spent Sunday performing elaborate group celebrations, boosting Carson Wentz's MVP candidacy and making Mitchell Trubisky regret the advent of football. They destroying opponents and outwardly enjoying the hell out of it. What they have not done, through no fault of their own, is defeat many good teams. The Eagles have beaten only one team that currently owns a winning record, which came when they downed the Panthers, 28-23, in Week 6. Their only other game against an opponent presently above .500 came in Week 2 at Kansas City, a 27-10 loss. It's not the Eagles' fault their schedule turned out to be breezy so far, and they have mostly throttled opponents. But they will face their toughest tests of the season in the next 2 weeks. They'll play at 7 for Seattle on Sunday, and after spending the week in Los Angeles, they'll face the 8-3 Rams on the road. The Eagles have already proven they're excellent, but we'll find out more about them in the next 2 weeks. This is a great opportunity for our football team, Coach Doug Peterson said. It's a great set of challenges for us. We're going against an opponent that's been to the Super Bowl, been in the postseason. Masked by middling play, off-field missteps, the Panthers lurk near the top of the NFC. The Eagles' dominance will lead Sunday to a milestone of sorts. The Seahawks have not been an underdog of more than 3 points at home since 2012. Philadelphia opened as a 4-point favorite. While expectations for the Eagles skyrocket in Philadelphia, Peterson has tried to tamp down the hype. On Monday, a day after the Eagles beat the Bears, 31-3, Peterson was asked what stood out to him from the Eagles' performance. Besides the 11 penalties and 4 fumbles? He replied, "Their road trip will provide an obvious reason for focus. The Seahawks will be without Richard Sherman and Cam Chancellor, but they will be a battle-tested, desperate team." Peterson pointed out the Seahawks play their best late in the season. Since 2012, the Eagles are 17-5 in December games. After the Eagles play Seattle, they'll practice for a week in Los Angeles, in preparation for a made-for primetime showdown. Wentz, the second pick in the 2016 draft, will face Jared Goff, the only player taken ahead of him. In their sophomore seasons, Wentz and Goff have been among the best quarterbacks in the NFL. They'll meet in a game that could be heavy with playoff seed implications. The Eagles have little reason to view the next 2 weeks as a season-defining stretch. They had dominated schedule put in front of them, and in the NFL, no wins come easy. For us, there's nothing to measure, cornerback Malcolm Jenkins said, per ESPN.com. We are our measuring stick. For the rest of us, the next 2 games will bring extra reason to study the Eagles. The NFL suspended both Broncos cornerback Aqib Talib and Raiders wide receiver Michael Crabtree 2 games apiece after their mid-game fistfight Sunday, which broke out after Talib ripped off the chain Crabtree wore for the 2nd season in a row. NFL rules enforcer John Runyon made the decision, writing in a letter to Talib, "You deliberately ripped your opponent's chain from his neck just as you did last year." Which, of course, is amazing. Losing Crabtree could impact the Raiders, who at 5-6 remain in the AFC wildcard race. Losing Talib will only exacerbate the 3-8 Broncos nosedive. They will not send the tape to Canton, but the Ravens beat the Texans, 23-17, on Monday night to solidify their standing in the rancid AFC wildcard race. The Ravens needed a win to keep ahead of the oncoming Chargers and a host of others. They are 6-5 and in position to grab the second wildcard, owning the tiebreaker over the Bills and a game ahead of the Raiders, Bengals and Chargers. It's an unsightly field, but the Ravens are leading it, for now. It really is a testament to the AFC's wretchedness that Joe Flacco could be quarterbacking a playoff team. Flacco is dead last among qualified NFL quarterbacks at 5.34 yards per attempt, one of the best simple measures to gauge a quarterback's effectiveness. Flacco's receivers do him no favors, but he passed for a meager 141 yards on 32 attempts Monday night. He did seal the game, though, with a sneaky, 23-yard scamper for a first down on the final play before a procession of kneel-downs. Despite a 1-5 tailspin and a series of dismal offensive performances, there will be no quarterback change in Kansas City. "Alex is my guy," Andy Reid said.